you for joining. If you want to see how I got this festival dewy bronzy kind of glittery thing going on, whatever's going on my face right now, please keep watching. Please don't forget to give me a subscribe down below. It means the world if you do. I will appreciate you forever, and I'm sending loads of love and hugs and kisses your way if you do so. Let's get into the video and this look. All right guys, shall we get started? So first of all, God, it's been a minute since I've like done a makeup tutorial. This is crazy. I have washed my face and I put some of my skin oil on. I just like to do that personally, especially if I want a really glowy makeup look, which is what today is going to be about. I want the more glow, the better. Festival season requires glow, so that's what's going on in here today. So just to start off with, I'm going to start with my Smashbox Blemish Control Primer. I'm just taking a pea-sized amount of that and dolloping it all on my face. Now, as I said, I want this to be hella glowy, so I am taking the MAC Strobe Cream. Not gonna lie, I pretty much use this before every makeup look I do, whether I want it to be glowy or not, because it makes my skin look so nice with makeup on. I'm just taking, again, a pea-sized amount of that. Even less is fine because it's quite bold. And I just like to apply that before any foundation or anything. Also, I'm so sorry about this boring background, but my makeup setup is on this side of my room and I can't really like move my whole, because it's kind of a small room, so I can't really like move my whole desk to over there. So I'm really sorry guys. I know it's like, the aesthetics are not banging right now, but I'm working on it. So the next thing I'm gonna do is go in with my foundation. I'm taking a wet beauty blender, of course, and I am mixing my Studio Fix Fluid from MAC and NC35 with my NARS Luminous Weightless Foundation in Santa Fe. So I'm just gonna dab that all over, as you do. You know, I don't actually have any festivals lined up this summer, which is really sad, because I like, every year I'm like, I want to do it. I was trying to get to go to Wireless, but the tickets are all sold out. If anyone's selling a Wireless ticket, please tell me. That isn't like £300, because I just want to go for the Friday or the Saturday. I went to, my brother kindly took me to the Field Day Festival the other day, which was so cool. Saw Erykah Badu. It was incredible, life-changing, honestly. Ugh, I love the way that foundation blends on my skin. Wow, that mix is just like amazing. So next I'm going in with my concealer. I am, of course, using my favorite concealer of all time, and it is the NARS Creamy Concealer in Custard, this one here. I'm just gonna do that under my eyes and in all the points that I need lightening and brightening, baby. So once I have blended all of that out, I'm going to grab my Mario Badescu facial spray. I love you, baby, you are my one and only. It is the Aloe Herbs and Rosewater one, the classic, and it just is phenomenal. So I'm just gonna spritz some of that on my face. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's so, like, it's just so refreshing. I cannot even tell you. Next I'm wearing my NYX Twin Cake setting powder in the shade Buff. I'm just gonna take that on my Bare Minerals fluffy brush to set whatever is going on my face. Okay, next I'm grabbing my Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit, as you do, in medium. And I'm just grabbing the lighter powders and dragging it basically wherever I put my concealer. Okay, so once I've kind of highlighted those areas, I'm gonna go in with bronzer. I'm taking my Morphe fluffy brush. This is the best like bronzer contour brush I've ever had. Like, it is so, it's amazing. So I'm just gonna take that under my cheeks, and then I'm gonna get my nose, my forehead, and my non-existent jawline. And then to blend this all out, I'm going to take a different beauty blender and just dab away. And next I'm going to go in for some bake, and I'm going to use my Kiko translucent powder as always. I'm just gonna go down my nose, set that big old nose that I've got going, under my eyes, just under my jawbone. Okay, so once that is done, I'm gonna go in for the fun part, which is eyeshadow. And I'm gonna zoom you in for this part. So first of all, I'm gonna take my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade, I don't know, in the shade 20, and I'm just gonna kind of put that on my lids because it really makes my eyeshadow pop when that happens. No, everyone uses fancy bases and I do everything in the complete wrong order according to the beauty community, but this works for me, so I'm sorry if you don't like it. But first and foremost, I'm gonna start off with the Anastasia Beverly Hills palette, which is so dusty right now. My palette, I need a new one, but you know, I just can't let go. I'm gonna take Raw Sienna, which is this shade here. Wow, don't judge me for this palette. Okay, so next I'm going to go in with Burnt Orange, which is the shade Her. And I'm gonna drag it out, but not quite as far as Raw Sienna. Just gonna kind of drag it out, if that makes any sense to anyone at all. Okay, then I'm gonna dip into the Naked Heat palette to go for the color Sourced. It's very similar to Raw Sienna. Okay, now I know I'm interrupting this broadcast just to wipe off my bake. I don't want to leave it on there for too long. Normally people wait until after they've done their eyeshadow, but I spend a very long time on my eyeshadow, so I'm dipping back into the Heat palette and I am taking He Devil. I'm focusing that more on my crease, just to deepen that a little bit more because I am doing a cut crease. I'm just gonna grab the blending brush that I used for the smoky colors. I'm not putting any product on it, but I'm just gonna kind of blend that out a little bit more. And now I'm gonna take this kind of, it's not a bullet brush, but like a small brush for my crease. And I'm going into the Heat palette and I am taking the color Ashes. Then going into the Modern Renaissance palette and I'm going to be taking Antique Bronze. Just this lovely kind of shimmery brown color, which I think is so gorgeous. I'm going to take the first bending brush, the super fluffy one, and I'm going into Real Gar in this palette here. Okay. I'm going to blend it all out again. So once that is done, I'm just going to do my lash line, my lower lash line. I'm just taking Raw Sienna again with the Morphe tapered blending brush. I'm just going to lightly go under here with it. So I'm then going to take this kind of fluffy brush, but the slightly smaller one, and I'm going to go into Real Gar from the Modern Renaissance palette again. I'm going to dip into the Naked Heat palette Ashes color. So I'm then going to do a cut crease, and I want quite a dramatic cut crease. So I'm taking my MAC 212 SE brush and I'm going to grab my NARS Creamy Concealer. I don't do cut creases with anything else. Okay, you guys, so once you have cut your crease, I'm going to go with this Bare Minerals pigment in Snowflake. It is unbelievably gorgeous. I'm gonna take that up to kind of 3/4 of my eye. Okay, and then I'm just gonna, this sounds weird, but I'm gonna take my Becca Champagne Pop highlighter and I'm gonna drag that on the rest of my eye, basically. Okay, so once that is done, I'm just gonna go back into the Anastasia Beverly Hills palette real quick and go into Antique Bronze again, just to kind of taper this out because you don't want it like looking all cray. I'm just gonna zoom you guys out real quick so we can do the rest of my face. Okay, now I'm just taking this Estee Lauder bronzer, this one here. It is my favorite, and I'm gonna just really focus contour here and make it super bronzy. Also, went to see Deadpool last night. Best movie ever. I normally do not like horror, like action movies. I don't know what it is. Come for me. I know, I'm sorry. It's awful. But Ryan Reynolds obviously is just so freaking funny, it's ridiculous. And then we went to like this secret bar. It was just a cool evening. If you ever come to Cardiff, go to the Dead Canary, coolest place in the world. Now I'm gonna go to my blush. Now this is where it gets crazy, you guys. I am going in with my MAC blush, this one here. And normally, obviously, just a spritz on the apples of my cheeks, but I'm gonna really go in with this. You'll see why. It feels very wrong, I know, but there's a point, there's a method to this madness. Now, gonna grab that blending brush, the big fluffy one that I love so dearly, and I'm gonna take raw sienna and burnt orange at the same time, because it's a cool color when you do that, and just drag it out and blend it in. Okay, so before I do anything else, I'm gonna do my eyebrows. I am just grabbing my Maybelline brow pencil. I'm just gonna sketch those beauties out. Okay, I'm then going in with my Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in the shade Soft Brown. Yes, it's not my color, I know, but I am too cheap to buy a new one. Okay, I'm then taking a very unlikely product, which is the MAC Kohl Eyeliner, and I'm gonna sketch fake eyebrow hairs. Because nothing's real anymore, not even our eyebrow hairs. Okay, I'm just gonna then clean it up with some concealer. Next, I'm gonna go on to highlighter. So I'm gonna grab my O2O Cosmetics liquid highlighter first, which is, honestly, if you guys haven't checked them out, do. Not sponsored, but they are like, these ones are incredible. I'm just like buffing this out with my fingers because it's kind of hard with a beauty blender. It doesn't really like stay in place. Then I'm just gonna take my MAC Soft and Gentle. Just gonna pop some on the tip of my nose. You guys know I love a highlighted nose. I don't know what it is, but I think it just is so cute, like this mega shining nose. I don't know, there's something about it really gets me. Next, we are moving on to glitter, and this is gonna be interesting to say the least. And I'm taking some Vaseline. Sounds crazy, I know. Just on the tip of my finger, and I'm just gonna go like this. And then what you're gonna do is grab some glitter and do a little bit of this. And I just like to press down. Okay, so that's one side done. I'm just gonna do the other side, and yeah, that's what it's looking like right now. Okay guys, so once you've done that, I'm just gonna go in with lashes now. Finally, we're almost there, I promise. Stick with me. This is quite an in-depth tutorial because there's a lot going on right now. Going in with my Volume Million L'Oreal mascara. It's bomb. Okay, now for the final step of the eye look, I'm gonna go in with my very own lashes, self-promo. These are my Lucy Lou lashes. They will be available to you in mid-July, but I'm going in with the style Honey. I'll also link my Instagram for these lashes down below so you can have a look of what's to come. Next, I'm going in for lipstick, the final step. I'm going in with the MAC Amplified Lipstick in Craving and the MAC Lip Pencil in Boldly Bare. So I'm just gonna do that now. Alright you guys, well that is the finished festival makeup look. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you had the best time getting ready with me. I had an amazing time. So good to be back on the makeup game. I low-key missed it a lot. Let me know if there's any kind of look that you want to see next, anything you want me to do, any video suggestions, and I am your servant. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a lovely day / evening / night / whenever you are watching this. See you next time guys. Thank you. Love you. Bye.